Everest. Just the name gave me chills. It's like a giant daring me to climb it. Could I, an ordinary person, even reach the bottom? I had my doubts. Was I strong enough? Prepared enough? But the mountains were calling to me. I had to try. This wasn't just about seeing how far I could go, it was about discovering who I was inside. The Himalayas, with their snowy peaks, whispered promises of adventure and finding myself. I knew it would be tough, a real test, but deep down, I wanted the challenge. Getting to Everest Base Camp is no picnic. It's a journey that tests every part of you, both physically and mentally. The path is unforgiving, and the altitude can be brutal. But for those who dare to take on this challenge, the rewards are beyond measure. It's like a super tough obstacle course, but stretched out over days and weeks. Every step you take is a battle against the elements and your own limits. The terrain is rough, and the weather can change in an instant, turning a sunny day into a freezing storm. You need every bit of strength you have. There are moments when your legs feel like lead, and your lungs are burning from the thin air. But you push on, driven by the goal that lies ahead. Resting on the trail, you gather your energy, knowing that the next stretch will be even tougher. I knew I had to get ready. My training was non-stop. I spent countless hours running, building up my endurance and strengthening my legs for those relentless uphill climbs. Every run was a step closer to being prepared for the challenges that awaited me. Hours of running, getting my legs strong for those uphill climbs. Each run was a test of my determination, pushing me to go further and faster. The forest trails became my training ground, where I learned to navigate the uneven paths and steep inclines, lifting weights to make my legs and core strong. Strength training was essential as I needed to carry a heavy backpack and maintain my balance on the rocky terrain. Squats, lunges, and deadlifts became part of my daily routine, each rep bringing me closer to my goal. But being strong wasn't enough. I realized that physical strength alone wouldn't get me to the top. I needed to be mentally tough too. There were times when I felt exhausted and doubted my ability to continue, but I knew that my mind had to be as strong as my body. I had to be mentally tough too. Meditation became a crucial part of my preparation. It helped me focus my mind and stay calm under pressure. I practiced visualizing the climb, imagining myself overcoming each obstacle and reaching the summit. I practiced focusing my mind and controlling my breath. Deep breathing exercises helped me manage the stress and anxiety that came with the climb. Each breath was a reminder to stay present and keep moving forward no matter how tough it got. I imagined myself on dangerous paths, overcoming obstacles. Visualization was a powerful tool, allowing me to mentally rehearse the climb and prepare for any challenges that might arise. I pictured myself crossing narrow paths and ascending steep slopes, feeling the thrill of each successful step. I knew the weather could be brutal, so I prepared for anything. Training in different conditions helped me adapt to the unpredictable nature of the mountain. Whether it was strong winds or a sudden snowstorm, I learned to stay focused and keep moving forward. I knew this journey would push me to my absolute limit, and I was ready. Every step, every breath, every moment of preparation had led me to this point. I was determined to reach the summit, no matter what challenges lay ahead. The journey was tough, but the reward was worth it. Kathmandu, a city bursting with life, a mix of culture and excitement. It was a sensory overload with so much to see, hear, and smell. I walked through old temples, their carvings telling stories of the past. I enjoyed the lively atmosphere of Tamil, the tourist area, but beneath the city's excitement, I could feel the anticipation. Other trekkers, their faces showing both excitement and nervousness. We were all drawn here by the same thing, a thirst for adventure. You could feel the nervous energy in the air. The mountains were waiting. The plane's engines roared as we descended towards Lukla, a legendary airport built into the side of a mountain. It was a scary landing, the runway appearing out of nowhere. We had reached the gateway to the Khumbu region. Stepping off the plane, I was hit by a blast of thin, cold air. The Himalayas towered above, their snowy peaks touching the blue sky. I was amazed. This was it, the start of an epic adventure. Everyone was excited as porters loaded our gear. Their strength was incredible. The trek was about to begin. The trail went up and up, a constant climb through forests and alongside rushing rivers. Each step was a victory, showing my growing strength. The air got thinner as we climbed, making it harder to breathe, but the amazing views made it worth it. Huge peaks disappeared into the clouds. Prayer flags waved in the wind, their bright colors a sign of hope. We crossed scary suspension bridges, the metal ropes swaying over raging water. Every step was a leap of faith, a reminder of how powerful nature is. Namche Bazaar, a busy Sherpa town high on a ridge with amazing views of the Himalayas. Nestled at an altitude of 3,440 meters, it serves as a gateway to the high Himalayas and is often the first acclimatization stop for trekkers heading to Everest Base Camp. The town is a vibrant mix of traditional Sherpa culture and modern amenities, offering a unique blend of the old and the new. It was a welcome break after days of tough trekking. The journey to Namche Bazaar is not an easy one. It involves steep climbs and narrow paths that test the endurance of even the most seasoned trekkers. Reaching this bustling town felt like a significant milestone, a place where we could finally catch our breath and take in the stunning surroundings. I explored the narrow streets, lined with shops selling everything from hiking gear to yak cheese. The market was a sensory overload, with the vibrant colors of traditional Sherpa clothing, the rich aroma of local foods, and the sounds of vendors calling out to potential customers. Each shop seemed to tell its own story, offering a glimpse into the daily lives of the people who called this remote town home. I heard so many different languages as trekkers from all over the world shared stories and got used to the altitude. It was fascinating to see how this small town had become a melting pot of cultures, with people from every corner of the globe coming together for a common purpose. Conversations ranged from the challenges of the trek to the beauty of the landscape, creating a sense of camaraderie among strangers. I sat drinking yak butter tea, its salty, buttery taste surprisingly comforting. This traditional beverage, made from tea leaves, yak butter and salt, is a staple in the high Himalayas. It provided much-needed warmth and energy, and as I sipped it, I felt a deeper connection to the local culture. The cafe, with its rustic wooden tables and panoramic views, was the perfect place to relax and reflect on the journey so far. I felt a real sense of friendship with my fellow trekkers, a shared purpose bringing us together. We exchanged stories of our adventures, shared tips on how to cope with the altitude, and laughed over the small mishaps that had occurred along the way. These moments of connection made the experience even more memorable, turning a challenging trek into a journey of shared discovery. We were all in this together, united by our goal. The path ahead was still long and arduous, but knowing that we had each other's support made it seem more manageable. As we prepared to leave Namche Bazaar and continue our trek towards Everest Base Camp, there was a palpable sense of excitement and determination in the air. We were not just individuals on a journey, we were a team, bound by a shared dream of reaching the top of the world. We climbed higher, the air getting thinner with every step. My lungs burned, my legs ached. The trail got tougher, with steep climbs and descents. Altitude sickness was a constant worry, draining my energy, but I kept going, driven by pure willpower. One step at a time, one breath at a time. The mountains challenged me, pushed me to my limit, but with each challenge I overcame, I felt a surge of pride. I was stronger than I thought, tougher than I ever imagined. And then, there it was, Everest Base Camp, a bunch of colorful tents at the foot of the world's tallest mountain. I was overwhelmed with emotion, a mix of joy, relief, and disbelief. I had done it. Standing there, surrounded by the giant peaks of the Himalayas, I felt a deep sense of peace. The world seemed to disappear, all my worries fading away. I had conquered not just a mountain but my own limits. It was a moment I'll never forget. Going down was bittersweet. My body hurt, my mind was tired. Each step felt like a small victory, a testament to the endurance I never knew I had. The descent was a reminder of the journey's toll, both physically and mentally. My legs trembled with exhaustion and my shoulders ached from the weight of my pack. Yet with every downward stride I felt a sense of accomplishment that was hard to put into words. The mountains had tested me in ways I never imagined, and now, as I made my way back to the familiar, I couldn't help but reflect on the lessons learned and the memories made. But I felt a new appreciation for the power of nature and the strength of the human spirit. The vastness of the landscape, the sheer scale of the peaks, and the raw beauty of the environment had a humbling effect. It made me realize how small we are in the grand scheme of things, yet how significant our experiences can be. Standing there, surrounded by the majesty of the mountains, I felt a deep connection to the earth, and a profound respect for its forces. The journey had not only tested my physical limits, but also expanded my mental horizons, teaching me to appreciate the simple yet powerful moments of life. The mountains taught me about perseverance, determination, and living in the moment. Each challenge faced, each obstacle overcome, was a lesson in resilience. The climb demanded focus and presence, forcing me to let go of distractions and be fully immersed in the experience. It was in those moments of struggle and triumph that I found clarity and purpose. The mountains became a metaphor for life's journey, reminding me that the path to our goals is often steep and arduous, but the rewards are worth every effort. They taught me to embrace the journey, with all its highs and lows, and to find joy in the process. As I returned to civilization, I knew this journey had changed me. The bustling streets and familiar faces felt different, almost surreal, after the solitude and serenity of the mountains. I carried with me a newfound sense of peace and a deeper understanding of myself. The challenges I faced on the trail had stripped away the superficial layers, revealing a core of strength and resilience I didn't know existed. I felt more grounded, more connected to the world around me, and more appreciative of the simple pleasures of life. The journey had been a transformative experience, one that would continue to shape my perspective and actions long after I returned home. I had faced my fears, pushed past my limits, and become stronger, both physically and mentally. The summit was not just a physical destination but a symbol of personal growth and achievement. Each step taken, each breath drawn in the thin mountain air, was a testament to my determination and willpower. The journey had been a series of small victories, each one building on the last, culminating in a profound sense of accomplishment. I realized that the true reward was not the view from the top, but the person I had become along the way. The mountains had given me the gift of self-discovery and the confidence to face future challenges with courage and resilience. The Himalayas had tested me, shaped me, and rewarded me with an experience that will stay with me forever. The towering peaks and deep valleys had become a part of my story, a chapter filled with adventure, struggle, and triumph. The memories of the journey, the people I met, and the lessons I learned would remain etched in my mind, a source of inspiration and strength. The mountains had a way of revealing truths about oneself, of stripping away the unnecessary and highlighting what truly matters. They had shown me the beauty of simplicity, the power of perseverance, and the joy of living in the moment. The experience was a reminder that the greatest journeys are not just about reaching a destination, but about discovering who we are along the way. The mountains had called, and I had answered. The call was not just an invitation to explore the physical landscape, but a challenge to delve into the depths of my own potential. It was a call to adventure, to step out of my comfort zone, and to embrace the unknown. The journey was a testament to the power of answering that call, of taking the first step towards a dream, and of persevering through the challenges that arise. It was a reminder that the greatest adventures often begin with a single step, and that the courage to start is the first step towards achieving something extraordinary. And in doing so, I discovered a strength I never knew I had. The journey revealed hidden reserves of resilience and determination, showing me that I was capable of more than I ever imagined. Each challenge faced and overcome was a testament to my inner strength and willpower. The mountains had a way of pushing me to my limits, of testing my resolve, and of revealing the true extent of my capabilities. The experience was a powerful reminder that we are often stronger than we think, and that the greatest discoveries are often made when we push ourselves beyond our perceived limits. The journey may be over, but the adventure continues. The lessons learned and the memories made would continue to shape my life, guiding me in future endeavors and inspiring me to seek out new challenges. The mountains had ignited a passion for exploration and a desire to push my boundaries, a flame that would continue to burn long after I left their peaks behind. The journey was a reminder that life is a series of adventures, each one building on the last, and that the spirit of exploration and discovery is a lifelong pursuit. The mountains had given me a gift that would continue to enrich my life, a reminder that the adventure is never truly over but always just beginning. The mountains have a way of staying with you long after you've left, their majesty and beauty leave an indelible mark on your soul, a reminder of the power and wonder of nature. The memories of the journey, the challenges faced, and the triumphs achieved become a part of you, shaping your perspective and inspiring you to seek out new adventures. The mountains become a source of strength and inspiration, a reminder of what is possible when you push yourself beyond your limits. They stay with you, a constant presence in your mind and heart, urging you to explore, to discover, and to live life to the fullest. They make you want to explore and push your boundaries. The experience of climbing the mountains, of facing the challenges and overcoming them, ignites a desire to seek out new adventures and to push yourself further. The mountains become a symbol of what is possible, a reminder that the greatest achievements often come from stepping out of your comfort zone and embracing the unknown. They inspire you to set new goals, to challenge yourself, and to strive for greatness. The journey becomes a catalyst for personal growth and transformation, a reminder that the only limits are the ones we set for ourselves. And that, I believe, is the greatest gift of all. The mountains teach us to embrace the journey, to find joy in the challenges, and to discover our true potential. They remind us that the greatest rewards come from pushing ourselves beyond our limits, and that the journey is just as important as the destination. The experience of climbing the mountains, of facing the challenges and overcoming them, becomes a source of inspiration and strength, a reminder of what is possible when we believe in ourselves and strive for greatness. The mountains give us the gift of self-discovery, of personal growth, and of a deeper connection to the world around us. And that, I believe, is the greatest gift of all.